care if Dave went on the show with a guy who's a racist.
That's bad because he's so much bigger than a lot of those.
What if he goes
types.
on David Duke's podcast and fucking fights with him?
Well, then that would be different. I guess he's saying he doesn't do that with Tucker Carlson.
Sure, perhaps, but even then, you're elevating.
Oh, that's ridiculous,
you're elevating
Steve.
some racist asshole.
So if David Duke asked me to be on the podcast after they go on, I would go on and fight with him for an hour. Why not?
Well, if they're...
What the fuck? Like, why?
Yeah,
why can't we do that stuff? That's crazy. Well, I would say that, I don't know who's dating who, but if your boyfriend has a history of tweeting out the N-word liberally, I would say, probably, again, as I would say to Jamel Hill, shut your mouth until, your world is clean.
That's all about context, though. If you're quoting a rap lyric, it's fine on Twitter, but not if you say it, I guess.
Yeah. I thought if it's written, it's worse. Isn't that what we were told?
Yeah.
I'm confused all the time.
I would think so. But.
The rules keep changing.
They do keep changing. But, again, I am definitely not of the shut your mouth and cash your check variety. I am not. Of course.
Well, you did just tell Liz to shut her mouth.
What do you mean?
Just now.
Well, she can say what she wants, but she's a fraud. What I'm saying is say whatever you want, but you work at Barstool. If you want to silence Barstool, if you want to turn them into Libstool, into Huffstool, or whatever people mock them, Pussstool or whatever, fine. You're going to contribute to that, and then you're going to be out of a job eventually. Eventually, the worm will turn. Or you could say this is a place where people speak their mind, they have conversations. But I will say, I personally think the Tucker Carlson thing is fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Dave would go on with Rachel Maddow, just like we would have Rachel Maddow on in a flash, in a fucking second.
Well, the other thing is, I reject the assertion that Tucker Carlson is racist.
Well, let's stipulate for a second that that's the case. Okay, I agree. I don't think it's true. But let's just say he is, right? I don't care if Dave went on the show with a guy who's a racist.
I think if Dave goes on David Duke's podcast, then that's different because he's using his platform to elevate.
With him?
Well, that's different. But if he goes,
that's bad because he's so much bigger than a lot of those.
What if he goes on David Duke's podcast and fucking fights with him?
Well, then that would be different. I guess he's saying he doesn't do that with Tucker Carlson.
Sure, perhaps, but even then, you're elevating.
Oh, that's ridiculous,
you're elevating
Steve.
some racist asshole.
So if David Duke asked me to be on the podcast after they go on, I would go on and fight with him for an hour. Why not?
Well, if they're...
What the fuck? Like, why?
Yeah,
why can't we do that stuff? That's crazy.
I don't know based on the name. Maybe Tucker Carlson, you have to be a certain level of name to get on that show. But I would think if there's an employee at Barstool who thinks Tucker Carlson is racist and Dave shouldn't go on that show, I would think the first person who would have him on is Tucker Carlson.
Maybe. But maybe he would. But I don't, and they play clips of Tucker Carlson talking about cops being killed, right?
I edited that out. I just had the trill comment.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Our boss right now, you get those clips, but you also get the Tucker Carlson hits that and it's kind of the same thing. Like the people who are watching Tucker watch because he possibly could say some foul racist shit and their opinions can get validated in hearing it say.
So Trill Withers, who everyone says is a smart guy.
Maybe that is Brandon. I'm not sure.
Oh, is it Brandon? Okay, yeah. Okay, I was gonna say because Brandon didn't strike me as particularly great, but are you sure that's Brandon? Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. No.
Okay. Well, great. You're racist.
I just don't know the voice.
Do we know what it is or no?
I saved it as Trill.
Maybe my bad.
This is my first time hearing their voices.
Whoever it is, I don't even know. I know Willie and I know Liz and I know Sean. But everybody watches Tucker Carlson's racist.
Yeah.
What the
it's Fox News. That's what everyone says about Fox News.
So what that is you know what that is? That's racist. That's fucking close-minded racism. Like all these angry white people watch. Every single one who's watching him is racist.
And also,
fuck off.
How much Tucker Carlson has he watched?
I have no idea. Maybe he watches them every night. Maybe he's never seen them. My guess is he's never seen
them. He doesn't
them.
watch it because he's not a racist.
So Dave goes on there and whatever.
Talks about his bee sting.
Yeah, and jokes around, and they have a good relationship. I like Tucker. He comes on here. That's where I get into the part of the conversation. It's like, well, you are being mad at somebody for being closed-minded. And you couldn't possibly be more close-minded about it. Like, what the fuck?
Well, it's like the Amanda Dobbins thing, where you can say whatever you want about Fox News because they're the evil empire.
Right.
They're the bad guys. So they're automatically racist. You don't have to learn anything about them, really.
What about the video that he did for the 5K? Does that make the 5K racist?
Of course. Oh, please, Steve. You think they hate us?
Well, yeah, I would say.
To them, I would say whatever. You be as close-minded as you like. I thought there was a lot of good stuff in that podcast. I understand where they're coming from. But they're never going to like us. It doesn't matter. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. And this is damaged Barstool, and they could do their, we're going to have, conversations and bring people in and have stuff. That's not what Barstool's supposed to be. I'm sorry. It's not what Barstool is supposed to be. It's just.
Get ready for the sensitivity training.
It's just not. Yeah, there's fucking 0% chance I'll participate in that. Zero. I've done it before. I will never, ever do it again. Part of the reason I came here was I thought we weren't going to be part of this. And I understand things change. Historical moments happen and people want to react to it. I totally get that. I get where the anger comes from. But man, they are going to turn this company into oatmeal, into mush if this keeps. I'm just saying.
Do you have a certificate from the first time that'll get you out of the next time?
It's a good question. The whole thing was about me, so we'll find out.